Good morning. Guess what's happening this morning? Getting some rain. Some nice cozy day to do some cooking on the inside. I missed that mist. Let's look at our favorite mountain. You see the mist on our favorite mountain there? The grass started to grow back one time, you know. One time. Hey, you bathing? Not that I need an excuse to put up my coffee, but it's raining and I'd suggest that you could put up your own blend too. I got this special blend here to test out, so I want to test it out. I'm not going to show you all just yet where it's from, but I'll give you a hint. Show you all. It's definitely different from Hong Wing, but so inviting. I'm smelling coffee. I'm smelling a little cocoa. Turn down the heat. I just want this to simmer and brew. Morning. Good morning. Y'all, good morning. It is not even 6 o'clock yet this morning in Trinidad. I usually start my mornings at 10 to 4 every morning, God's willing. I try to respect the alarm when it goes off at that time. Most times I get through. I'd say like 98% of the time I get through with respecting the alarm. What's going on? Listen, today is a very special day. Today is plenty tal curry day. Yes, it does mean that I'm cooking plenty tal curry, takari, tarkari. Today I'm doing some pumpkin, some taro leaves, dashing bush bhaji, curry chana, bodhi, stewed chicken, and we're going to curry a duck. This is going to be my first special secret family curry duck recipe. It's a curry duck with curry that I made myself, y'all. Yeah, I recently inherited this recipe. My birthday is going to be on the 12th of April, and this was an early birthday gift. I want to tell you, it is one of the best birthday gifts I could ever get. It's over 100 years old, and it came directly from India, and it was my first time doing the curry. But when I tell you, it was such a wonderful experience, getting the spices, locating the spices, patching them, grinding them up, and coming up with man, the final mixture. Curry blend. Listen, y'all. Oh gosh, I wish y'all could have smelled it. Look at it. Beautiful color. The smell is robust, it's powerful. As soon as I opened this container, the entire kitchen started smelling like curry. It's different, but it is going to start to make your mouth water immediately upon inhaling it. Anyway, so that's the curry. This is the coffee. And nice blend, oh gosh. Let's see. I don't want to fool you. I want to give you as accurate an assessment as possible. But it smells good. It's different from Hong Wing, definitely different from Hong Wing. I'm not putting on Hong Wing here. Understand what I'm saying? It is possible to enjoy different types of coffee from time to time. Some fruity elements are kind of bouncing around inside my mouth right now. Yes, I am tasting the coffee. I'm tasting the medium roast in it. It's not dark roast. Hung wing, I believe, is dark roast. That's why you'll get that nice dark brown, almost dark red, almost black color in the coffee. But this medium roast hits in the spot. Yeah, boy. This is the perfect thing to help you chunky your pot, smell up the house with aromatics. We're going to be smelling coffee, we're going to be smelling aromatics, pot chunking, and we're going to be smelling curry. Wait, pause, let me flip. I don't know what to do. Pause or flip, pause and flip. So look at it. Okay, this is the real color. What I mean by that is that the color I'm seeing on the camera, which is unfiltered by the way, is exactly what I'm seeing in real life. This is my curry situation this morning. Can't wait. Curry, coffee, curry, coffee, curry and coffee. Make a guess as to what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so this is the duck. It's nice and roasted, nice and charred, and just have him hanging out here in a little citrus pot. Remember the Portugal lemons that I had shown you guys a couple videos before? They come in pretty handy, trust me. I'm gonna cut up this fella. Always be careful when you are dealing with sharp objects. This, you all remember this chopping block? This is from Uncle Sean. He had given this to me a few months ago, and I always use it. You see, you can tell because there are grooves and chop marks on the board. Yep, we'll be using this, right? As well as an early birthday present. This is very sharp, y'all. Very, very sharp, but very, very beautiful. Okay, we'll be using this to just get in between the joints of the duck, just to cut through the cartilage between the legs, the thighs, by the oh my gosh, I almost said shoulder. Ducks don't have shoulders, y'all. by the winged parts there. Let's start with a wing. Okay, so you just get your knife in there. And wow, listen, make sure your fingers are out of the way. Right, so you see here, this is where the cartilage is, and with very, very little effort, we have a wing. Listen, y'all, this knife is sharp. Wing number one. The knife is doing all the work, you know. I'm not doing anything. Yep. So we did the wings. We'll do the legs now. Look how easy. Look how easy. Right. Second leg off. Good. This is where I bring in the chopper. Neck is off. Head is off. Some people approach this part differently. I just go right down the middle. So now the entire body is separated into two halves, and from there we could start dealing with one side. And you know, it's basically pretty straightforward with your fingers. So you just keep breaking down the duck. If it is you want to separate the flesh, fleshy parts, you could just get in there, and I like to cut the fleshy parts of the duck up very, very small, like that. And along the way, you could just remove any excess tissue that you don't want to cook. And you just continue breaking down your duck meat. When you're cutting up things and you're using sharp objects, whatever little issue you might have, whoop, wait boy, that fly off, you know. Whatever little issues you might have, you might be taking on something, don't take it on when you're cutting up a duck or a fowl, right? Focus on what's happening in front of you. I ain't blame them fellas at all now, boy. I really ain't blame them fellas at all. I actually want to do the same thing. I want to stand up under a coconut tree in the rain. See, I have the last cup of coffee simmering. I will drink this out before I put some more. We don't waste coffee in this house, especially that blender coffee. I have my pumpkin here. The aromatics that I put in here. The normal, let me show you. So I put inside, these are the aromatics I put inside the pumpkin and the bhaji, onion, lots of garlic, pimento peppers, and some of the green seasoning blend. Y'all want to see the green seasoning blend? Yeah, it looks like it's Christmas inside here. That's my green seasoning blend. That goes in everything. I put a little salt in there and just let it do its thing. This is the bhaji. Bhaji will wilt down, and as the bhaji wilts down, this is what I did here. I cut and wash my bhaji, drain it properly, and I'll keep adding from a recycling bag. Yes, this is a bhaji bag. It's always good to have a bhaji bag. So I just made a little, as we say in Trinidad, a bust the bag right at the bottom here. And so I will just hold the bag over the pot when this amount is wilted, and just keep adding bhaji to the pot and repeat it until all is wilted down. Yeah. It's time to season the duck. So while that's going on there, we'll just sip the coffee and season the duck. Yeah. Say that 5 times fast. That one easy. I give all you an easy one today. Sip your coffee and season the duck. Flip. Alright. This is the duck which has been washed, cleaned and washed several times, cut up. Salt goes in there. Whoops. Good amount of black pepper goes in there. Onion, garlic, pimento. Good amount of that green seasoning blend. Liberal with the seasoning. Now I'm going to treat my curry blend the same way I would treat any other curry blend. Okay, I'm going to use basically the same measurements, the same amount. So for, oh my gosh, that's my curry all. So I put a tablespoon in there just to season up the duck. My mommy taught me that when you season the duck with curry, some people choose not to season the duck with curry, and that's okay. Basically, really, it's what you want. But this way, I think I mentioned it on video. I mentioned this on a previous video. Whenever you season with curry, curry is something that finds its way into things. Okay. I remember growing up, I once put some curry in my book bag in a container, and it didn't spill or anything, you know, but all my school books ended up smelling like curry. So I had curry school books in my book bag, right? Bearing that concept in mind, that's kind of why, that's the same logic I'm using here with seasoning up the duck with the curry. Listen, y'all, it's now going to leave this to marinate for a couple hours. I'm not going to chunky this here. I didn't season it last night. I chose to season it this morning because I did not want the flavors of the curry and the seasonings to kind of, what boy, over penetrate, if ever there's such a thing. But I wanted the flavor of the duck to be equal with the flavor of the aromatics and the curry, so that, you know, all ingredients would be on a level playing field and we'd be able to enjoy all the flavors, all the authentic flavors. So that, you know, I like to carry all close. I want to carry as close as possible. As close as possible to the duck. You should smell this. Now I know you're not seeing the actual color of the curry on it, but when you chunky that, you're gonna see. When you chunky that, you'll get masala. Everything will get everything. Pause. See how nicely the bhaji has wilted down. So this will just continue cooking. As we say in Trinidad, it melting. Yeah, it melting, man. So I'll just fill them up with water and let it melt down some more. And this is the pumpkin. Yeah. This fella, ready to come off the stove. Right? Next we'll be doing the chana. So I boil my chana, I had my chana soaking. I have my aromatics. My chana, I had to do some more because I have more tal curry coming up to cook. My green seasoning, a little water in case the pot get too hot. And we're adding some of that special brewed coffee to the chana. That's the situation. Nah. Don't go and put no coffee in your chana, yeah? I just put that cup there for decoration. It's birthday coffee. This kind of coffee is not going to wake you up in an excited type of way with this major adrenaline rush where you get this burst of energy and you start to run around the house doing all sorts of things. No, this coffee is going to wake you up the proper way. It's going to wake you up gradually but quickly, and it's going to keep you up. It's going to get your arms and legs moving in a nice mellow way, and you'll gradually work yourself up to a momentum where you're going to feel really good about the day ahead. Always be mindful of where you live, because these fellas can get into your home when it's raining. Chana time. Early in the morning, starting up with the cooking. Aromatics go in there. I'm gonna scrape out that, we don't waste aromatics in this house. And yes, you guessed it, I'm gonna use some of this curry blend for the chana. Special recipe. Oh yes. Listen, man, listen. Let me tell you a little story about my two grandmothers. One's name is Mary. That's Mommy. Look at the yellow on that spoon already. And the next one's name is Sumintra. Sumintra and Mary. When I tell you they had sweet hand, this curry smelling like Sumintra and Mary get together and they did a collaboration. This is how my kitchen smelling this morning. Yeah, man. So to kind of help the curry cook, I'll just put in some green seasoning. Listen for the chihuahua. Listen for the sizzle. Y'all, look at what's going on in this spot this morning. I'm waking up Cora this morning, y'all. Waking them up with the smell of the curry and the sound of knocking the pot. Knock your pot for good luck. Saying hi, good morning. Hey. So I'll just chunk the chana. Not with the water yet. I'm gonna leave the water behind. Just want the chana greens to get that color. And I want it to happen right before your very eyes. So you'll see the color of the curry better when it holds on to the chana. See? Turn up the heat a bit. Lovely. My chana nice and soft, you know. My chana nice and soft, you know, y'all. So I'll just continue to cook it down and add a little more water. Take the back of my spoon and sort of press it down to break up some of the. You see how soft? You see how soft? Let me show you. I didn't even have to apply much pressure, and the chana grains are yielding to that very little amount of pressure. The back of the spoon, right? So mash a little. Not all the chana, eh? We don't want chana soup. We don't want blended. We don't want pureed chana in the pot. But you know, enough so that we could get a nice thick sauce. Add some water. Turn it around. Oh yeah. And I think your chana is basically cooked there already. I'm gonna ask a question. Guys, how the curry chana tastes?
Nice.
Do you all know that I use the secret family recipe blend?
Yep. And I give it a 100 out of 100.
100 out of 100. It is Suri approved. Chambers outside saying yes. Everything is approved. Duckling approved, Chambers approved. Okay. Chana done, pumpkin done, cook. I'll show you that just now. Oh my gosh. And now we're going to do the body. Boil that thing up. It's started that right already. Curry in the body too?
Yeah.
Curry in that body. In case you missed it. This is my curry blend. Chambers hustling me, you know. He said put the curry in the pot. Okay, Chambers, the curry going in the pot. Whew. Listen to me. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm smelling the legacy, y'all. I'm smelling it all the way from India coming across. I'm smelling it across the decades, y'all. Throwing the green seasoning blend there. I always like the green seasoning blend to kind of fry up with the curry and the aromatics so that everybody could, as I always say, get to hang out and get to know each other, mix, mingle. Chambers singing, boy. This don't ever happen, you know. It almost seems as if Chambers is begging to be cooked in that curry. Almost there. I'll have to let him crow a few more times to really understand if that is exactly what he's saying. That's what you're saying, Chambers? What's that he say there, boy?
He says, yes, cook me.
That's what Suri say.
Yeah,
It's like he said, it's almost as if he said, I want to be a talcari too. I don't know. We'll see. Decoration. All right. Body inside it.
Body inside.
Salt. Turn. Okay, so you see how this is looking dry? This is nice. I will leave this to fry up just like this for maybe a couple minutes. Okay, I want the body skin to have a little I want the surface of the body pieces to get a little scorch, a little singe now. As we say in Trinidad, let it squinge a little bit. Although typically squinging refers to when you roast a duck over a fire to get rid of the fine hairs and things. But you know, for simplicity, I want the body to squinge a little bit in the curry pot. What's going on with the bhaji? Listen, bhaji melts up nice, so we'll just let the water dry up. Take the back of the spoon and just sort of use it to crush the pieces of the stalks of the stems of the bhaji. We don't waste bhaji here. We cook in stalk and stem and everything. Just like that. Keep doing that, and then we'll add the coconut milk. Now that the bhaji. Now that the boji now. Oh my gosh, I would turn up my words. Okay, time for some water. You see how nice and green is that? That's a beautiful, vibrant green. Body green, that's the new color. Body green. So in the water. So what I will do, I will leave the body cooking on high heat and let this water cook down, evaporate, and repeat the process. Yeah, because I like my body well cooked. There are times when I would prefer to leave the body with a little crunch, but today is not that day. Today is a different day. We well cooking these fellas. This is the body situation. This is the body situation. I left it with a little bit of sauce. I left it a little runny, you know, so that the roti will have a little extra something to soak up now. Yeah. If you don't have black pot marks on your skin or on your clothes when you're cooking in the kitchen and something wrong, then you're missing out on the experience. This is all part of it. But listen, I have all the vegetable talcaries done as you would have seen, and so now we're going to tackle the duck and some stewed chicken, because you need a little stewed chicken to bring across like a different flavor profile, just to help the palate appreciate the curry a bit more. At least that's my logic, and it works for me. This is the chicken that I'm going to stew. Yes, I put the green seasoning blend inside there and some of the chopped up aromatics, as well as the 5-spice seasoning powder. Yeah, totally different from the curry profile that you would have been seeing all along. This is my stew chicken pot, and I saved Mommy's style curry pot. Guess why? Guess what I saved Mommy's style curry pot for? The duck, yo. This is what you should look for when you're getting a duck or a common fowl or a layer. Make sure that they scorch it, that they char, that they are able to put it over a fire and get that charred, smoky situation going on. That's what I was telling you all about earlier. The squinging process. The proper word is singe, right? The squinging process, the charring process, the scorching process, twofold. Gets rid of the fine unwanted hairs on the poultry, and it gives excellent flavor to the meat. You want to layer your flavors because they have taste buds, and different taste buds appreciate different layers. You know, like how when you bite into a piece of pastry, there are layers. Yeah, that's what you want happening in your mouth. We'll tackle the two pots together. Say that 5 times fast. we tackling the two pots together. Yeah, I'm giving all the easy tongue twisters today. This is for the stew curry. And you don't have to waste any time, you know. Just start to throw things inside it. One time, partner. One time. Again, we're not wasting that. Put your brown sugar inside there to caramelize. This is going to take a while. So, put this on low heater. Low heater first. Be careful with your heat situation, right? I'll add some of my magic powder. Y'all, I just experimented with tubes from a curry. Yeah, tablespoon and a half, healthy tablespoon. Ellis is just experimenting with tubes because I'm so proud, I'm so happy. I have a lot of pride inside my heart for this curry which working so well with the aromatics right now. Knock your pot for good luck and let that fry up for a while. Take a look. Okay, our sugar situation is that splatter is because I use the wet spoon, so be careful. So see what's happening there? The sugar granules have melted into a nice thick sugary paste, and this paste will continue to bloom in the oil in a magical way. You don't want to turn your back on this. I think I mentioned that before. Okay. I think it's time to chunky the duck. Turn up the heat all the way to number 6. So hopefully we can get a chow. I'm doing this with one hand, eh? Good enough. Good enough. Oh my gosh, mommy, it's our curry pot looking a little too small for this duck, girl. Like this duck yield in the basin. Yep. Oh my goodness, y'all smell this stuff. Now it's time for the chicken. You see that? That is what we're looking for. Be careful, eh? That stuff is burn real bad. This is where you'll get the real chow. Turn up your fire, blaze them, turn them up. And you see that the chicken pieces, the color has transformed right before your very eyes. Magic. Alright, so I have my 2 meats cooking away, and we'll just visit them from time to time. So basically, we let them take their time and cook. So what will happen when you chunky your meats is that the meat will, what we say in Trinidad, let go water. It goes spring water, right? And this is the situation that you're seeing here, right? And that is completely normal. You just continue to cook. You'll see that the water will dry up. The water will dry up, the meat will cook, and you'll be happy. Look at the lovely stew color, that brown color that's taking place in your stew situation, and the color will continue to intensify. Yeah, let me take a look at the duck. The same thing happens with the duck, eh? And you see that water draining out from the cover. Don't let that waste. That's going to go right back in the pot. The duck has also let go a lot of water. So what's going to happen is that we're going to let this cook down dry down, bougie down, as we say, and fry up in its own juices. At that point, it was pretty much a lean duck, but there was still some fat present in the composition. So what's going to happen is that that fat is going to render. That's what we want. We want that to make the sauce, because you know we have some roti to soak up that sauce. I think I'll leave him uncovered for a few minutes. I want to hear my pot talking to me. Okay. You see? This is the bunje dong situation. And listen. No liquid whatsoever. Very little liquid. So you see, we're gonna let this continue to fry. Like a fried chicken boiling. Yeah. You see that? You see that there? That's flavor. We're going to deglaze that just now. Give them a minute again. And listen, y'all. This for me, this is how stew chicken's supposed to look. This is how stew chicken's supposed to look. I'll just give him a little more water to make sure that it's fully cooked, and leave it with a little sauce, a little stew sauce. Oh, nice stew sauce. Nice stew sauce. Okay. So when you're adding water to any meat that's been cooking, you don't want to add cold water, alright? So, like, I have a fancy kettle, y'all. You see that? Okay. So a little bit at first, just to get the deglazing situation, like that. That is what you see in there. That is deglazing. Okay, don't turn it up yet. Just give it a little while. Now you can take your time and turn your pot. Okay, and this has already been cooking for half an hour. It's not tough. It's not tough. It's a nice tender duck. Yeah. So, duck your pot. I think at this point we could add some more water. Yeah, man. Add some more water and cover. Right. So you know when you're doing curry duck and you have multiple tal curries, you need something spicy to go there. You need something spicy to accompany all of that. As if all those tal curries and duck and chicken weren't enough, let me tell you something. So, what does this look like? I'll give you a few seconds. Curry, onion, garlic, carrot, shadow benny pepper. Tell me, man, let me turn it up so you can see. Put some lime juice, salt and vinegar inside here. Y'all figured it out yet? Right, this is what we call mother-in-law. Okay? And I didn't chop up the pepper too fine. And you could always fish out a big chunk of the salad and pop it in your plate. Bite on it like I sometimes do. That you sometimes see me biting on the pepper, yeah. And the more this marinates, is the more flavor you're gonna get, is the more potent it's going to be, and it will knock your socks off if you're wearing socks. Trust me, this is going to knock something off. Let me give you a little close-up situation. Yep. I'm gonna clear out my mouth first. I always like to use plastic or wooden spoons when I'm dealing with mother-in-law on roast. Don't say nothing. Don't say a word, because let me tell you something. You could not even say anything if you wanted to. With that, perfect. See how all the juice has accumulated to the bottom there? Alright, that's not a problem. Every time you're going to use your mother-in-law, or every time you pass in the kitchen, just turn it like that, shake them up, you know? I wonder how long this whole bottle gonna last, boy. Alright, so you see how nice the dasheen bush has melted? At this point, I'll just finish it off with some coconut milk. The color is going to change. We want that to happen, right? We'll just finish it off. I turn the heat down. I turn the flame down to very low. Only because I want the coconut milk to kind of cook in with the bhaji. You know? Oh gosh, look at that. Nice and creamy. Yes, darling, nice and creamy. Sweet rhyming. And I'll just finish it off with a little bit of lime juice. Yes, that's what's happening there. You just mix everything around. You're all dribbling, you know. Guys, my duck is coming along so nicely. And just to finish it off, a little bit of coconut milk powder, a little bit of coconut milk goes inside here. I'll add just a little more water, maybe quarter cup of warm water. Turn down the heat and let it simmer. It's already nice and tender. Oh my gosh, look at that sauce. Yes. So basically now all we want to do is let the coconut milk become one with everything else. And that is your 100-year family secret recipe curry duck in Mommy Tal curry pot. Let me tell you something. Knock your pot for good luck. I didn't bunge it down because I really wanted to have some of that sauce to soak up the, oh my gosh, the paratha with, look at that sauce. Nice, creamy. So I started cooking like around 6 a.m. and it's 11:30. I took my time, I didn't have to hustle. And so I got so much done. Bhaji, pumpkin, bodhi, chana, chicken, duck, mother-in-law, and I boiled some provision. I'll flip and I'll show you that. And listen, now I could relax, cool out, bathe, change, and enjoy that food. Let Ellis tease you all a little bit. So we have pumpkin, dasheen bush, provision, chana, bodhi, stewed chicken, curry duck, bless you, and mother-in-law. This is the situation, y'all. I am so grateful to the Almighty that He has given me the ability, health, and strength to do all of this. All of this. Guys, I have to tell you all something. This is a situation that does not happen every day or every week, or perhaps not even every month. But when it does happen, I will take full advantage of the situation. I have some paratha here. Yes, I made my own paratha. I didn't put any chana on my plate just yet. I actually did forget to put the chana, but we'll handle him later. I'll tell you something. I didn't eat any food for the day. I ate very lightly, right? I ate very lightly just so that I could sit down and enjoy this meal. because I wouldn't be doing this regularly. I felt for it. I wanted to test out my secret family curry recipe. It was a hit. It was a hit. Amazing. I'm so grateful for that gift. And I really enjoyed cooking and having you with me. Probably, I'm not a professional paratha maker. Let me let you know that one time. Not a professional paratha maker. This is the third time that I have made paratha, bus up shot, and it came out wonderfully. So I'll probably do a video soon sharing with you how I approach this paratha situation, right? For beginners. This is going to be a beginners because I am a beginner in paratha making, right? Take a little piece of your paratha, right? What are we going to taste first, boy? The duck, a little sauce, and a little piece of duck. I did good. Here's what I'll do, right? This is my method of approach. I'm going to start taking little pieces of paratha. Like when I say little pieces of paratha. So I'll have several pieces this size, and I will sample each one of the curries by itself, and then I will start to mix and match. Let me tell you a combination I call them a food, sir. Take some of the dashing bush boy and some of the mother-in-law. Oh my gosh. The dashing bush is so worth it. I bought 3 bundles. 3 bundles of dashing bush. And you can well imagine to stand up and clean that wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I will clean 3 bundles and 3 bundles more. That's 6 bundles, right? I like that math. Anyway, I love all you. I want all you to be happy. I want all you to be safe. I want you all to enjoy yourselves in the kitchen. Even if you don't have company, look your company there. That's your company. These are your friends, right? And sometimes that's all the company that you need. Okay? Go get some bhaji and bodhi and pumpkin and chana and goat and goat. Oh gosh, you know I could have put some goat inside there. Well, that would have been overdoing it. Stew chicken, paratha. Go get the full works. If you don't want roti, boil some rice. I love all you.